Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, a game published on 16th of November 2010 by Criterion Games, a game known and loved by almost everyone. It was the second Need for Speed game to have breakthrough drift mechanics, after Need for Speed Shift, which I didn't get to play, but a quick search on Google and not that bad. The first time Criterion works on Need for Speed game, which went pretty well for them at first, until 2012, where it all came crashing down. How did it even get that high of a Metascore? After almost 10 years, on 16 November 2020, I got a remastered version of it, which was okay. Still no Need for Speed Most Wanted 05 remaster. But we are not gonna play this game. We're gonna play well, it still is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, but Wii Edition, on the Wii consoles. Not many people had a Wii, and mostly that had them were playing Wii Sports beating method boxing. I grew up on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, The Run and Driver, obviously on the Wii, which I absolutely loved as a kid. So, for the question of the day, can you beat Need for Speed Hot Pursuit without using any power-ups? Super-ups? What the? I started the game like everyone does, completely skipping the tutorial, then asking why I don't know how to play the game. After remembering the controls, I can talk a little bit about the game. It's similar to Hot Pursuit on PC or PlayStation, Xbox, but has, like all Wii Edition, other graphics, other stories. I mean, it doesn't particularly have a story, but it's different, especially the maps, because you don't have an entire map like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. You have like 4 different maps. We have Chongqing, Dubai, Rio de Janeiro and Las Vegas. And lastly we have Grand Prix. So now I'm gonna talk about the challenge that is the power-ups or super-ups. It's different from the PC version, which you had spike strips, EMPs and all that stuff. Here we have like 8 power-ups that are gonna help you through the career. We got a speed or a boost that makes your car 40% quicker for 15 seconds. A booster drain that fills your nitro bar by draining nitro from other nearby racers. Tank, which makes your car invincible so you can drive straight through the traffic, which it's so unbalanced, but yeah. Cruise control, that you have 8 seconds of full power autopilot, take any corner at maximum speed. We got shockwave, one-shot audio explosion which will throw nearby races off the racing line. Repair, that it's straight to the point, repairs your car so you can avoid being busted and generate nitro again, because there are 2 health bars that you have, one that is for the car and one that is for the nitro, which the one for the nitro is shorter than the health one. We got a jammer, which makes your car invisible to the cops, giving you time to make your escape, which it literally does your car invisible. And I forgot how it's called. Literally puts the cop cars that you have on you on the other races. It's the one in front specifically. It's like a target, like something like that. which, yeah, if the cops are tailing you, use this to send them after one of your rivals. After completing the tutorial, we got 30,000 bounty, which is like the credits in this game. So that we can buy our first car. We have some pretty good choices. We got a Mazda RX-8, a Chevrolet Camaro SS, and a Dodge Charger. After choosing the Mazda RX-8 for 18,000 bounty, we got to our first race. So in every location there are 4 races, which these 4 races, 3 of them have another 4 races in them. Then there's the boss. We have Eliminatory, Time Attack, Hot Pursuit, Rush Hour. That's mostly out of the races. Eliminatory is pretty simple. That people already know in most of the games. We've got Time Attacks, like that same, I like the old ones. We got Hot Pursuit, like the old ones, but the special one is Rush Hour. Rush Hour, it's a 100 races that get eliminated. First, you got to make it until 80, if I remember correctly, and the other 20 that remain from 80 to 100 are eliminated. Then 60, then 45, then 30, 10, 5, and then 1. So if you get 1, you get a gold medal. If you get from 2 to 5, you get a silver medal. And if you get from 6 to 10, you get a bronze medal. Which, to be honest, this might be my favorite game mode that ever exists in any Need for Speed game. I just love the fact of 100 races racing on a not really a small map, but it's not the biggest. And yeah, it's just fun all the way. On the first race, which no problems, though it was harder than I anticipated. I am very used to using power-ups, and it's not that big of a deal, but right now, without any, it's kind of hard, because you need to take care and you need to be safe of the fact that you still have a health bug and you can't repair. We can't use repairs. And for the fact that I am so used to the power-ups, I literally got busted. The good thing about this game is that if your health drops 0 or you get busted, because roadblocks do a lot of damage. If the health of the car reaches 0 or you get busted, you respawn with full health. So there are not really any circumstances of if you get busted, you lose the race or something. I think you lose some bounty, but it's pretty easy to get bounty in this game. Second race, Time Attack, pretty easy, straight to the point. We unlock the Nissan 370Z Coupe, which, same deal, we don't kind of need it. Then the third race, which I got busted again, but won pretty easily. Then is the fourth race, which it's a rush hour, which I absolutely loved, as I already said. After getting done with the first location, we go to the second one, which was pretty straightforward also, because of course it's the start of the game. On the first race, it went pretty smoothly until the last corner. I accidentally crashed, and I'll just let the video speak for itself. Come on, I was so close. God damn it. We tied? We tied, and I still lost. Second race, easy gold. The third race, same, because time attacks are the easiest game mode in this game. But the fourth race, which is also a rush hour, it's very important for a run. Here you get the Audi TT RS Coupe, which is like speedrun strats. I mostly get in this game the RX-8, then I get the Audi TT, and then go with the boss guys, because the thing is, for the third city, you need class C guys, which I mostly use the Audi TT because it's very light and has very good traction. Bought it for 44,000 bounty, slapped a body kit because why not, and then started racing. All of the 4 races went perfect. So it's now time for the boss. Junji Wang, in the boss of the streets of Chongqing, the lion that slayed the horse, his 4GT pumps out 500 brake horsepower from its supercharged 5.4-liter V8. The roar is enough to make you believe in monsters. That's the description of the boss. And his car is a B-class, which is gonna help us out in the next location. Because most of the time, it's gonna be in every location that you go, are gonna be C-class. Then the other 2 and the boss is gonna be the next class, which means B-class. So we're gonna get the 4GT for the B-class and for the races. So we're not gonna need to spend any money for any other cars, because the 4GT is actually pretty good. Only problem is, it's got too much traction at the start, so if you just burst out the nitro from the start, it's just gonna spin the wheels so much that you're gonna start sliding. But the boss battle, it's actually pretty simple. You just drive in the kind of a free roam state in the city, and you need to look for flags, which you collect and you win. Pretty easy was, I just got the first 2 and it was already done. Now we're in Dubai. The first race I got silver because exactly in the last corner when AI used a cruise control. That's pretty much just cheating at this point for very tight corners. It just goes full speed into the corners, so if you get that, it's pretty open. That and the tank, because with the tank you can't get crushed out. You don't take damage or anything at all. The next 2 races were pretty easy, so we're just gonna go past with them. But the rush hour was a total pain. It took me 4 times to just get a bronze medal. 4 times. The hardest part of this map is it has very tight corners. It's like a NASCAR race, but it's very tight. So we got the finish and the start position on a very tight corner that in a rush hour it just gets full of guys. Most of the time I just save a cruise control and just plow through them, but here we're not doing that. It was hard, but like I said, after finally 4 tries, I managed to get bronze, which is all I needed, just 1 medal. For the second set of races, it went pretty good. We finally got the chance to drive the 4GT, which is a monster at the start of the game. Also, because it's a boss car, it has neons, red neons. All the boss cars have red neons. But it was a monster. It literally got through everyone, and we got a gold medal for every race. Same it was with the third set of races. And now, finally, into our boss. a scary Merrick. The boss of the Dubai Street Circuit loves nothing more than his ferocious Corvette ZR1. Not the obvious choice, but the lightweight carbon fiber bodywork and 638 brake horsepower mean that the reasons behind the choice will soon be apparent. A very good car, and it actually has grip. Of course the 4GT also has, but you can just go full on the nitro from the start of the race because you know damn well that it's gonna go fast. And also it's a Class A car, which is gonna help us in the next location. The first boss run I got absolutely destroyed. Second though I won, which explains what I said some seconds ago. This car is insane with the grip. Now we got to Rio de Janeiro, which might be one of my favorite locations. The first set of races, as always, was pretty easy. Just on the last race I kind of got screwed, and in the last second I got passed, but silver medal, so it doesn't really matter. The second set of races, we finally got to drive a Corvette. On the first race I almost got silver, but I pulled the Forza move and won. And for the other 3 races it was pretty straight to the point. Very easy, and this guy is so good. With the third set it was pretty easy too, so we finally got to move into a boss, Guerra Lobo. Is the boss of the street races in Rio, a connoisseur of fine European power. Guerra drives the savage Mercedes SL65 AMG Black Edition, 670 brake horsepower from its B-turbo 6.0 liter V12, means that little can stand against its brutal power and sinister appearance. Well, I've won the first try, pretty easy. That, and because this is another point in the game that it's kind of strange. The Mercedes-Benz, it's same as the Corvette, a Class A car. So if we go into our next location, that is Las Vegas, in the first set of races, we're gonna use the Mercedes, but then we're gonna need to buy a Class S car for the next 2 set of races and the boss battle. So you can say that it can mostly be beaten by boss cars. You just need to buy like 3 cars. On the first set of races, we've beaten it pretty easily, and now it's time to buy a new car. First, and mostly my favorite choice, you only get the Mercedes-Benz LSR McLaren and the Lamborghini Reventon. My favorite choice is the Reventon because it may not have the strength of the Mercedes, but it has the acceleration and the handling. So I bought it. The second set of races went pretty good, only the third race we got silver medal. And then now for the third set, which didn't exactly went according to the plan, because there were connected CCX arcs, which in this game are some absolute monsters. Those and also the Bugatti Veyron of the final boss. They absolutely destroyed me in the first race, getting me on 3rd place. Second place eliminatory was pretty easy. Then the time attack, I was screwing around a little bit, so I got third place, but it doesn't really matter. And then Rush Hour, which also went pretty good, first place. And then it was time for the last boss, Creole Lewis. King of the street circuit in the original Sin City, Creo will only accept the most powerful car of them all. The Bugatti Veyron 16.4 sports a W16 quad-turbo engine producing a simply colossal 1001 brake horsepower, nothing else comes close. Which this car is our passport, to say at least, to the Grand Prix. This car is insane. I've lost countless of times trying to beat the Bugatti. It's just the acceleration at the start of the race, the Lamborghini doesn't stand a chance. The first marker of the race is right in front of us and the Bugatti just goes, absolutely obliterates me. But as a legendary gamer myself, I've done it first try. The only thing that I hate about this game is the fact that in these boss runs, if you try to go back, like if you try to turn the car around, you just can't. If you press brake so that you want to turn around, it's just gonna get you into a drift state and it's gonna make you slide everywhere. You can't literally just stop, like just pull the handbrake or the brake and the car just stops. It's gonna start sliding into a drift mode. Which I guess they were still experimenting with the brake to drift mechanics at this point. Now finally for the Grand Prix. It's mostly made of 8 Hot Pursuit races and you need to finish in the top 3 to score points. It's like Mario Kart, for example. You just need to score points. And also, the Grand Prix is free for all. You can take the Mazda RX-8 from the start of the game if you want. The enemies are just gonna be the same class as you, or one higher class, but it's gonna let you have a chance. And I am not sure if the locations of the races are random or not. I need to check this out. It went pretty smoothly, and I was thinking we have 7 cars. What if I start with the Bugatti, then we go back on the memory lane. We do the RX-8, the Audi TT, the Ford GT, the Corvette, the Mercedes, the Reventon, and then again the Bugatti. It went pretty smooth, only the TT and the Corvette got silver medals, but we were still on the top of the leaderboard with like almost 30 points. So even if we lost the final race, we would have still won. And then after the race ended, I stayed for 7 minutes watching the credits and answering the question, yes, you can beat Need for Speed Hot Pursuit for Wii without using any power-ups. I can say that it was a fun challenge, especially on a game that I've known all my life. Like literally coming home from kindergarten and just booting up my Wii and playing the game. But it was fun. It was challenging in some places, but we've made it through, and that's what really matters. Also, some special thanks to 2 very wonderful people. I'll link them in the description. And I'm certainly gonna do more challenges on more games that I have and I love. But I hope you enjoyed this one.